Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast for the Viewport team that looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jones.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
I was gonna say it's summer, but I think I used that opening before. It's July!
Yay!
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. The fireworks are over.
Pink.
I don't want to hear another firework ever again.
What about next year?
No, that's it.
That's it?
This was the last
I'd
time.
actually prefer if there were never fireworks, yeah.
Alright, shut it down, everyone.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
How are
Don't
your
make them
forts?
anymore. How what?
How was your July 4th?
Oh, I heard forts, and I was gonna say
Forza.
Fortnite.
How was your fortnights?
I didn't do much. It's kind of hard to go outside right now and do stuff. So, Also, it's hot. So that's...
Yeah, it was extremely hot the night of 4th of July, so I just stayed inside. Didn't want the smoky smells either.
But what about Roman candles? Pew, 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 pew.
Mm-hmm.
Do Canadians do anything on the Canada Day, Tristan? Do they shoot fireworks, or do they just eat poutine and gravy or something?
I think we do barbecues.
Okay. Stolen from the Americans,
I mean, we do it first, right? July 1st.
I mean, just because you first doesn't mean you started tradition.
Yeah, it's just kind of the tailgate party to the real party.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Let's try. Okay, we gotta move on. Guys, we're gonna play our favorite segment today called What You've Been Playing. Who wants to start? Do we have any volunteers?
Yeah, sure. I've been playing a lot of Total Warhammer 2. Been digging real deep into that since it was on sale. And yeah.
I love that you love that game, by the way. I'm gonna say that right now. I love that someone else can share my love for the Total War games.
Yeah, I never was really a huge follower of the fantasy lore of Warhammer, but I've really gotten into it, and I'm learning the mechanics slowly. It's quite a bit different from previous Total War titles. There's so much going on. It's hard to keep track of all the different faction mechanics and everything, but once I've started to get into it, yeah, it's engrossing. The hours just melt away playing that game.
Oh, it's crazy. You'll start a campaign, or you'll be on you're like, it'll be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're like, all right, I'm gonna boot up my campaign. You look at the clock next, and it's 7:30 p.m., and you're like, what the heck?
I get massive just one more turn syndrome of just, I'll go one more turn, and then it happens maybe 6 or 7 more times. And then I'm like, oh, it's over midnight now.
The only time is when you're in a bad situation, you're like, I don't want to click the next turn button.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad things are going to happen.
Mm-hmm. That's happened a lot during my Skaven playthrough there's so many times where I was just hemorrhaging money everywhere for certain turns.
Can I not click the end turn button?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, super enjoyable game. Yeah, I think it's still on sale right now, so I definitely recommend picking it up if you haven't.
This podcast will be out on the day that the summer sale ends, I think.
Oh, man.
No, I'm sorry. It ends at 10 a.m., and I don't think Tristan releases it. Well,
8
I don't know
a.m.
what time. I forget.
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Every other Thursday.
All right.
You got 2 hours.
Yeah, we put the plug at the beginning, so...
You have a 2-hour timer.
All right. Tristan, my dude. What's been going on?
I will not steal your thunder, because we've been playing the same game, so I'll name something else. How about that?
You could steal... I have other games.
Wow, look at you. Other games.
Big gamer.
Wow, we got a gamer in the house here. As usual, I've been playing... I've been shilling to my Riot devs, playing a lot of Valorant, playing a lot of League of Legends.
Investments paying off,
paying off. The stock prices are on its way up. I got my returns. I'm close to the end of my battle pass in Valorant, so that will tell you how much I've been playing. Been playing a little bit of Balloons TD6. I don't know if you folks remember from PAX West times. Whenever I'm at Albert's house, I got nothing to do. I'll pull out my phone, play some Balloons. Turns out Balloons is on your PC. And you're able to migrate all of your data over. So I've been playing that with Albert a little bit. Got past level 69. I'm level 71 now, but that's been a lot of fun. Nice. They added a lot of new maps.
My favorite part about it is when I was with you guys in the voice chat, and I was like, I'm going to buy balloons. And then I went to my cart and it said you already own this game. And then I checked and I bought this game a year ago. That's when you know you just buy things on Steam and you...
The classic Steam move of like Humble Bundle and things like that, where you just end up with a whole slew of games you never knew you had.
That happened with me in Fallout 76.
Oh yeah.
Random thing. Do you guys get anything on the Steam sale? You pick anything up?
I got Balloons TD6, man.
And I just picked up a lot of the race DLC for Warhammer 2. So I'm in it for the long haul.
Should we, do we buy Far Cry 5?
I was thinking about it, but then I was like,
Did the boys get together?
I don't know, maybe.
Take down Eden's Gate?
We could do that. Well, we'll find out next episode if the boys,
actually play a co-op game together.
Play a video game together?
What's the last co-op? I think Battlefield is the last co-op game.
Yeah, that's the last time we've all played together was Battlefield.
Okay. Anyways, we're going to meet, some balloons. I've also been playing a lot of Warhammer. But the other day, one of my favorite Flash games back in the day, which was
Neopets.
called Swords and Souls.
RuneScape?
I found out oh my god, I already said the name of the game, stop guessing. Swords and Souls was a Flash game a while ago back, and then I found out it had a full desktop game sequel release, so I've been playing that a lot. That's about it. Steam sale, random plug, the best deal that I think I got, but I still need to play it, is Sonic Generations for $1.
Oh, that's a classic.
Steal. Mm-hmm.
The best Sonic game in the past 2 decades.
I thought you said Sonic Mania was better. Just gonna let that
Yeah,
sink
I'm
in.
just hoping if I stay quiet long enough, we'll just get past it, and I can cut it out completely.
Nice. I like your style. Anyways, we got a jam-packed agenda today, guys. A jam-packed. But first, a new segment. We have a new segment coming up here. Could be the shortest segment of our lives, could be the longest segment of our lives, but I'm going to hand it over to Tristan. He'll let you know.
Welcome to the most controversial segment of Viewport Relay. Doc Watch 2020. The owner of the Slick Daddy, aka the poisonous Ethiopian caterpillar, pusher of Shungite on Twitch TV.
Shungite. Pyramids.
He's been known to have gone to the top of the mountain, and that's only halfway up. Dr. Disrespect has been banned off of Twitch.tv for reasons unknown, and that's been hot press within the Viewport Relay circles, especially for Tristan Jung, who has been waiting, thirsting for drama in his life. Where is Doc? I think 2 days after the ban got doled out, he did tweet, but after that, nothing has happened. Keemstar's on the case, nothing. Slashers on the case.
Radio silence.
Silence. Slashers on the case, nothing. And that's where
Doc doesn't even
know.
Supposedly.
And that's where we come in. Doc Watch 2020. We're here to bring you the latest news about Dr. Disrespect and where he is.
Doc correspondent Tristan Jung, can you contact Twitter correspondent Tristan Jung and tell him to ask our fans, where is he? What happened?
Where is Doc?
I want some response.
Here's the latest update. I don't know which way to take this one. Here's the latest update on Dr. Disrespect from my sources. No update. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Thank you.
Doc Watch. That's
I'll overlay it.
Thanks, man. You like my segue here? We're gonna talk about Flash games. You like how I did that?
I did.
Thank you. All right. You all know Congregate.
Yeah, I have a lot of points on Congregate.
Yeah,
I got a lot of points too.
There's a storied history of Congregate.
They're shutting down. They're not accepting Flash games anymore. Little close to my heart. I love Congregate. I love Flash games. Personally, myself, I think that me playing a lot of Flash games as a kid sort of led me to try out a lot more indie games because, I didn't, only grow up on fully polished AAA games that I was like, oh, what the heck is this crappily made thing, right? I played a lot of weird, crappy made games and good games, Flash games. So, do you guys have like a place for Flash games in your heart anywhere?
Oh, dude, I grew up on Newgrounds and Congregate.
How about Armor Games?
Armor Games too, but
Armor Games, yeah, that was definitely one.
But Congregate and Newgrounds had like the OG achievement system, right? They had the badges, they had the points.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I want to level up. I want to be the best. I just logged into my account. Albert is beating me. He's level 38. I'm level 35. So I gotta jump back in before they shut everything down. But here...
No, they said they would keep badges up.
Oh, I see.
So here's the thing. Additional news. They said they will not be accepting new games. They will still allow anyone to play games and earn badges on games. But they won't be adding new games or new badges.
I see.
So that's good to know. Like, they're still archiving it, which I think is super important.
Some of my favorite games came from Congregate. I mean, or was a Flash game. Balloons was a Flash game, right?
Good old Gemcraft.
Gemcraft was a Flash game.
I like the ones that spun off from Flash games into like, they just kept like the same exact game, but they made it they sell the game on Steam now. And
Like
sometimes they're much bigger as well in scope. Were you gonna say, Alex?
Like Zuma.
Zuma.
There has to be like 7 or 8 Zumas at this point.
Well, I mean, that's PopCap. I don't know. PopCap kind of died after they got.
I think it still
by
survives by EA. I think you can still find it.
Nice.
Anyone play Burrito Bison? That was
I love
for me.
Burrito Bison. Yeah, anything with like like what is it? The Kitten Cannon, like those types of games. Yeah.
Dolphin Olympics.
Oh my goodness, the Impossible Badge on that one. Oh man.
I'm remembering a specific Flash game, the elephant one, where you had to get to the goal, and it just was recurring puzzles of how you're supposed to solve it.
Unlocked, I think. No, that was like a different one.
Get to the... I know who...
I think it's literally just called Get to the Exit.
Yeah. That was an Armor Games one. Because the guy... It was the same guy. It was the one art... I don't know. Developer is what we call it. He would always put that elephant in his games. So... That was good. Then there's classic Motherload. I don't think that was a Congregate.
Is that the one where you like dig in as far as possible? Yeah. Kingdom Rush was a Flash game.
Ooh, Kingdom Rush. I love that one. Random side note. They had a Kickstarter for a board game, and I kickstarted it. Anywho, I got some enough nostalgia. No more lovey-dovey. We're gonna talk about is there a place in gaming for Flash games anymore?
I thought Flash is dead.
Yeah, Flash as a driver is getting ended in terms of support.
Well, I mean, like, they can make the games with, like, Unity or HTML5 and things like that, right? I think, maybe.
They could.
I mean, do you mean just indie games? Like, online indie games in that case?
I guess.
Like, web-based indie? I don't know how you would categorize them.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
What kind of attributed the downfall of indie games? My first one was mobile games, sort of killed the Flash game market. Because, Flash games are supposed to be like hey, you're like a kid in high school or a kid in middle school and you want to like, make a game. Flash games were like the entry point, right? Really easy to do. And, now that there's mobile game development toolkits and things like that are super easy to learn and, you can watch a tutorial in an hour and make a super easy game. Simple, not easy maybe, but simple game. I think that kind of killed it.
I think that's fair. Like, the ability to just turn on, I don't know, like, Clash of Clans on your phone versus going to your Chrome and going to Congregate on your phone, which probably isn't the best experience, and, like, trying to get it to load and stuff. I can see how that would work.
Yeah. Just a straight-up app instead of having to run an app within an app. Almost.
I almost hate installing. I feel like, apps are just, I can't get used to them. There's so many ads, right? Like, Flash games never have ads, almost. Like, barely any ads, even the best ones. But like, even the crappiest Flash games are just littered, or the crappiest mobile games are just littered with ads. And, there's always the risk of like, this app wants access to like a billion things that it shouldn't have access to. And it's like, okay, no, never mind. I guess I won't play this game anymore. So, Flash games are so wholesome. That's my 2 cents.
I mean, it's definitely end of an era. I feel like there must be a couple of video essays on this already. It was definitely a different time to game. I think you're right, Albert. It was definitely. I feel like the shittiest Flash games. Actually, I take that back. There were some really bad apples in there, but like on average, a Flash game was more fun to play than an app game.
Yeah, I feel like I get this. This is, and now that I think about it, I feel like a Flash game is made for fun by the developer, right? For the player to have fun. While most mobile games nowadays feels like it's trying to just make them the most money.
Yeah,
they're a lot more monetization focused. Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely.
That's why, I think like mobile games killed the Flash game, but they don't serve the same purpose in my book. But I don't know. Just a personal thought.
Yeah, I could see that because, Flash game, kind of like what you were implying was, it could be like a high school project or something that somebody did over a summer just as a kind of thing to fill out their time. Whereas now apps are kind of mostly, I think, developed for an idea of profit.
Yeah. Do everyone remember Fancy Pants Adventure when that was like revolutionary Flash game right there. Classic. All right, well, maybe this isn't the end, but at least you can still play them. They'll still be on Congregate.
Now you got me logging into Newgrounds as well. What is this?
Dude,
joined on 2003.
A couple of years ago, man, or like not a couple of years, but like for the past couple of years, there's like a couple of weeks or like 1 or 2 weeks a year that I'll just go on like Congregate and just play a bunch of the new top games that have come out. Obviously, it's been a much slower trickle in the past couple of years, but like, man, late 2000s, early 2010s was like heyday for like some great Flash games. I'm waiting for the Tristan Jung like 10,000 word viewport article on like the history of Flash games, and like what it will be called like the golden age of Flash games, and then like the decline, and then the death.
That's a lot you're asking from me.
It's okay, man. You take your time. All right. We're going to move on because we got more news. You know how we talked about Evo Online?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's not happening anymore.
What happened, Albert?
In general, over the past week and a half, a lot of allegations of sexual misconduct for players, commentators, organizers. And one of those happened to be a large figure in the Evo organization. So, essentially a lot of players were threatening to boycott, and, already with the bungled lineup of weird, more interesting games that, some people were more interested to actually see in a, high profile tournament like this, but they just decided to just can the whole thing. So it's gone.
Before we get into your questions, can we provide a PSA?
You can talk.
Can we provide a PSA?
Want,
we at Viewport Gaming have one rule: just don't harass anyone. Don't harass.
No kicking.
Don't sexually harass them. Don't physically harass them. Don't emotionally harass. Just don't do it. Easy.
Just be a good person.
Be a good human being.
Be a good human being. That's the Viewport slogan.
Yeah, that's our PSA right there.
I'm going to be real here. Like, not that when we talked about Evo Online like a month ago, I was like feigning excitement. I was, still definitely going to watch it. But did you guys have this vibe that was like, this isn't a real Evo? Like, who cares who wins this one?
I was still probably going to watch Tekken 7. Wait, yeah, Tekken 7 was part of it.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, was it one of the invite-only ones?
Yes.
Okay. They're like, only players that have stable connections, please.
Yeah, but overall, I think, there was definitely a lot of, scrutiny for it because, there's this kind of logistical issues, like you mentioned, with connection issues. Even if they're, like, across the country, it's going to be a ping problem. That's not going to be really resolved by any kind of netcode that any of these games have. And that's really the large part of it is just, it's very limited in what they could do. So
I was
I'm not
honestly more looking forward to the announcements that most company do at EVO every year.
Yeah, that was really going to be the large part of it. We'd still get probably the new fighters and stuff coming out in the various games.
Yeah, so I wonder if they're just gonna drop them, throughout the month.
That's my assumption is probably, Tekken will have some sort of announcement trailer that they were planning to show. So I imagine most of these companies had already those plans in place to show at original EVO.
Cloud and Tekken?
Cloud and Tekken?
Tifa and Tekken?
Maybe Tifa. I'd totally be for Tifa and Tekken.
Dude, she fits perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan, you gotta play Final Fantasy VII, by the way. That's a...
Yeah, you're still slacking on that.
The controller is getting closer and closer to me. Remember I showed you the mount? So it's easy access now. I just need to
almost
actually
able
do
to
it.
push that PlayStation button.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find your roommate on some sort of social media thing and, tell him to tell you to play it or something. That was random. Anyways. Related to, this happened to EVO. What do we think about in terms of the broader scale of Corona and fighting and esports? At this point, can we just assume that nothing's happening in person this year?
Alex and I were talking about this yesterday in the context of, how sad we've been for the past little bit, but I don't think anything's happening this year.
Yeah, because we had 3 major things we were planning to go to this year, and of course they've all been canceled at this point, so...
How about other games? Do you think other esports are affected as much by netcode? When does LCS usually happen, Tristan? I forget.
I don't watch that.
You don't watch that? Okay.
Let me look it up.
Normally...
okay. It ends in September.
It ends, so
the finals are in September.
Okay. Have they said anything about that? Have you heard it? I guess you don't really follow it, but... Okay.
I'm assuming it's not happening.
Got delayed.
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's probably not going to happen.
Because you would think, I feel like you could play a MOBA like that online, right?
I thought CSGO was doing these, empty stadium type events or something, right?
I don't know. I haven't keeping too much with... I know they're running some of the stuff, but I've seen them online, right? Mm-hmm. So I've seen many tournaments where the players have their webcams and they're, playing in their team houses or at, other places. Whether it's at home. But I don't know if they're doing the empty stadium thing.
I feel like FPS games are kind of on the cusp of maybe a little bit iffy if you do it from home. But fighting games are on a different level. If you're not there in person with zero lag, it's probably not going to be a good experience.
Yeah, the only thing the only thing you can do online, I think, because once you get to high levels of League of Legends or Dota, right? Half a second can matter in terms of latency, or a third of a second, right? Whether it's, if an instant cast thing and it's the difference between getting that off and dying or living, right?
Yep.
I think the only thing that could be played is stuff like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering. Card games where, you have a turn and your timers are long enough where, if you run to the end of your turn, it's sort of your fault knowing that there is latency if you're going to try to play that card in the very last millisecond of your turn.
My 30 ping caused me to lose.
I know. But I think that's the only thing that could be played.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do a major stakes tournament. The best they could do is a more minor stakes, maybe multi-online tournaments. Because MOBAs, they can be played online tournaments just fine. But I don't think you'd do a high stakes one where it's tens of millions of dollars like the international.
Exactly.
You wouldn't do that.
Even when it was low stakes, when I was at Join Dota, people complained all the time about playing on US West or US East. Yeah.
So it'll always be there in the online environment until we get way faster internets in general.
Here's the up and coming. Chess.com.
Oh,
that's been booming.
Dude, I've seen some Twitch streamers and it's painful to watch them.
Wait, were you in the chess club? I forget. One of the PAX is...
I was a huge chess player back in my day.
Okay.
And sometimes, oh man, it's... Whew! You're watching Grandmasters play and they make mistakes because they're playing a whole game when they have 45 seconds on the clock.
Yep.
And then you're watching these people with no timers or an hour-long timers and they're just making horror. They're not thinking through their moves. And it's oh man.
That's how you get your viewers in. I should play chess and stream it.
Grandmaster, I'm ready to see that tag.
Screw Diamond and Valorant.
Yeah,
that's where the real
Grandmaster in chess.
Yeah.
I have a friend, Random Valorant comment, who also plays a lot of Valorant, and he seems to be having the same trouble as you, Tristan, where he said he's winning a lot of games, but he's not ranking up. And he said he wishes it was like League of Legends, where they actually showed your MMR, so you could see it going up and down, as opposed to just like, how much MMR did I gain? Did I lose MMR?
I got 3 arrows worth of MMR.
Oh, man. How many possible arrows can you get?
1 to 3.
Oh, is it actually just hidden from you?
Yeah.
In terms of how close you are to promotion?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like the career ladder, the corporate ladder.
Yeah.
Oh no, let's not go too deep. Let's keep moving on. We're talking
everything
about Twitch.
to mirror the corporate ladder.
Can we have elos at work?
Oh no. You go to your performance review.
Your MMR is 4,000.
Under everyone's name tag, they got their MMR rating that updates in real time.
Oh no.
I'm gonna bring that to my manager next week.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
I wonder, you work at like Riot Games and everyone's got their elo.
Their rank. It's part of the interview process. They make you play ranked matches, and if you're bronze or lower, you just don't get hired.
You don't get hired. Uh-oh. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna go back to Twitch. We got some sad news. This one's sort of a quickie, but, wanted to bring it up. There's a popular streamer named Wreckful, one of the first big streamers on Twitch, and he fortunately passed away over the weekend. Pretty sad. Kind of bring into the question, of mental health again, online harassment, things like that. And, just wanted to bring it up to pay some respects and just once again reiterate, when you guys are online, be nice gamers, be nice people.
Be a good human being.
We're all playing games to have fun, so let's just, have some fun.
Yep. And if you're feeling alone out there, know that there are resources out there to help you, whatever country you may be in.
Yeah.
If you're really feeling alone,
email me at Tristan
talk to
viewport.
Alex. Oh, yep. And they'll play a game with you. Any game.
Yeah.
Any game.
Any game. We'll play Anime Standing with you if you really, really want to.
It's not. You can't. Yep.
That will solve all the world's problems.
I'll watch. No. I was reading the Twit Longer by his roommate, and it was pretty sad. I don't know if you guys had a chance to read
he's
through it.
bipolar,
I had read through it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
I think.
But I don't want to.
Yeah, I think there were 2 aspects. You don't want to what?
Oh, is this just side note stuff?
Yeah, I think there were 2 aspects. I think one is bringing it back to the topics that we had of like streamers just going through a lot of stress.
They do.
I think Alinity was another case that's been popping up recently. They're human beings. Albert's right. Alex is right. And I think the second thing is just take care of yourself. How about that, listeners?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the thing in Parks and Rec?
What?
Never mind.
Treat yourself?
Treat yourself. There you go.
That's a little different, but okay. Sometimes to take care of yourself, you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right.
What a wholesome episode this is.
We're wholesome. It's rough times in the world, all right? We need a little wholesome in the world. What's not wholesome is this next story.
We're going from someone passing away to a game passing
not
away.
Wholesome. It's merely going back into the womb.
Oh
right?
God! What the fuck?
It's going back to the
Amazon's
incubator.
Crucible is
taking a step
world
back.
World second. This is world second, not even world first, unfortunately. Going back into closed beta after launching.
Oh God!
As a full price game.
Yeah, it's kind of it's reminiscent of FF14 actually in a lot of ways. Like it released was absolutely terrible. Now they're basically going back and they're going to be remaking the game while any existing players can still play it, as far as I understand it. And they suggest if you want to actually find any players playing this game, use their Discord to coordinate, because there's probably only like 30 of you.
That sentence reminds me of like if there's a 30-year-old game and there's like a community of people on Game Ranger that want to start up like a game of SWAT 4 now or something like that.
Yeah, or like even Guild Wars 1, the community will often do like Fort Aspenwood days and things like that. Certain PvP structures.
There you go. I bet there's more people playing Guild Wars 1 than there are playing Crucible.
Absolutely.
I was actually going to make that exact same comment.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's absolutely true. Yeah.
I say world second because there's a game near and dear to this podcast
Lawbreakers?
that they're copying. Artifact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also went with they're handing out beta keys to the Artifact 2.0 update, whatever you want to call it.
I keep getting emails about that.
Yeah.
They're like, please play the beta.
As I wanted to say, as much crap as people were like making fun of Amazon games, like one of the biggest game developers right now, which is Valve, like has also done this with one of their games. So, interesting strategy per se. I didn't play this game, so I don't know if it can be salvaged. So I don't know if you guys have any comments on that.
I'd read impressions of it, and it definitely seemed to have a lot of developmental issues that made it not very fun to play in a lot of ways. And I think a lot of players took offense to that. So I think if they can fix a lot of those underlying issues, they can make a decent title.
I saw a very interesting comment on Reddit the other day. Someone said, you guys notice how there's been about 6 games in the past 5 years that have been self-proclaimed, quote-unquote, Destiny killers, and then Destiny 2 is just still here with a huge amount of players?
Wait, Crucible said they were a Destiny killer?
I think that's what they're implying. Maybe they didn't say in an interview, but that's exactly what the gameplay is. It's Destiny again.
I thought it was a arena, like 5v5 or something.
I wouldn't really agree with that at all.
But I mean, Destiny has like an arena. That's the multiplayer version.
It does.
Destiny has a whole bunch of modes. It has like raids. It has co-op, PvE. Like PvP is only one small aspect of Destiny.
I guess. Okay, so maybe that's a stretch for this game.
Crucible was like a weird MOBA / PvP hybrid thing, which I guess a MOBA is PvP for the large part. But yeah. It was like you just fought PvE monsters for a little bit, then you fought PvP, and the map was way too big was one of the complaints.
So it's like Evolve?
Perhaps.
A game that
I don't know
it
enough
could
about
probably evolve.
Wait, what was that other... Was Crucible the one with the robot character that uses the... Okay, never mind.
Yes, with the little child voice.
Yeah, okay. It's the same game.
With the Texas Speech.
Yeah, Texas Speech, Microsoft Sam, or whatever.
Yeah. So, anyways, linking back to Artifact, do you think that, of these two games, do you think that Valve sort of has an advantage in terms of reviving a game that failed on launch over Amazon?
Wait, what was the question?
Do you think that, Artifact and Crucible essentially followed the same thing, right? Like, dead on arrival, essentially. Do you think that one of these two, either Crucible or Artifact, one of them has an advantage in terms of relaunching over the other?
I would like to point out that Artifact you needed to buy. I think Crucible is free to play, wasn't it?
No.
It says free to play. Crucible is a free to play team-based PvP action shooter.
Yeah,
that's right. When you
went,
when you looked on the Steam page, it was like get 1,000 free in-game currency bucks if you start now.
Yeah,
or something like that.
I feel like given that Crucible has a leg up, just by the fact that people didn't have to drop $20 to play a bad game.
Yeah, and then all the card collection mechanics once you bought that game.
So you think it's in a better position?
Yeah.
Because I think you could almost say it's in a worse position in that it was free to play, and Artifact 2 is moving to be free to play. Right? So that's sort of like the big kick in its wind in its sails that it's gotten. Mm-hmm. Versus you can't make it more free than free unless you're paying people to play your game, right?
I mean, but it's like if it's free, the sunk cost is 0, so people can just come back later and try it again. Whereas, if you paid to play Artifact and you got burned by it, you're like, oh god, I never want to touch this again, which is exactly what happened.
Even though it's free to play again. Yeah. I think that's a plus. I think a minus, another plus is that, this, although it is, a 5v5 shooter and there's a bunch of those, it's unique versus Artifact. It has different mechanics, but under the hood, it's still just a card game.
It's expanding the Dota lore, Albert. Come on.
Oh gosh. And then I think the plus for Valve is, a company with an established track record of knowing how to make a good game versus Amazon Games barely has anything.
A company with a track record who knows how to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Not even their game development studio.
Just money.
Just money. So yeah, I don't know. And then, just doing a quick pause on Amazon Games overall. Like, what do you guys... Did you know their next game? It's coming out next month.
What is it?
It's New World, the MMO.
Oh no!
RPG.
We saw it at PC Gaming Show.
Game?
Yes. Like,
no, thank you. That one actually looks bad. Like,
just
like
what do you guys think?
bad.
What's going on here?
I feel like they just haven't done a what do you call it when you bring people, like a user study or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I feel like they haven't really gotten people to play these games. The MMO doesn't even look that fun.
It feels like they're kind of just looking at certain popular game concepts, I don't know, I think Rust and certain things like that when I see New World or whatever it's called. I think they just kind of ran with that idea.
Oh my god, New World is $40.
Really?
It's buy to play though. Once you buy it's like Guild Wars. Once you buy it, there's no sub fee.
Oh. That's how they get you. Because otherwise they wouldn't make money.
Yeah, this is how they
we got you
learned
once
from the first one.
I just think I'm just glad they didn't make a battle royale. That's kind of,
god.
it's
coming, right?
They didn't make one.
Yeah, that's gonna absolutely be one of those.
Is that how Crucible is gonna relaunch? Oh no.
Well, think about it. They just released Hyperscape. Ubisoft released Hyperscape just about a week ago.
I'm surprised that was so popular. I wasn't sure if it was popular because they did the Twitch drops or people are actually interested in it.
We'll see if it has staying power. I think it could appeal to people who are more into the arena shooters, kind of like Quake and stuff.
I actually think it's closer to Apex than Fortnite or PUBG, so it might be a good little competition between those two.
I like it. Anyways, we randomly switched topics over to Battle Royales, but
as always,
gotta get it in Tristan's end of game. How many episodes did we talk about Battle Royale?
Makes the answer easier.
Up that by one. Anywho, that's all we got. Anyone else want to talk about anything Amazon Games or Crucible related or Artifact?
Should I try it again? Artifact?
I keep
getting emails. I feel bad.
Beta. You gotta sign up for the beta.
I'm in the beta.
You got a key? You got the key?
Yeah, of course. Guys, we're press. What?
Yeah. Just
try it out. I don't know.
It's your time, boot it up.
Yeah.
Give us your viewport article. My re-dive into Artifact.
Oh, God.
I tried to make a pun. I couldn't think of something with Artifact as a pun.
My redraw. Because it's a card game. Get it?
My mulligan.
My mulligan.
I like it. Anyways. We got some news flashes here. Newsflash, little, just heads up for viewer or listeners on things happening. We got a Devolver Digital press conference coming this Saturday, July 11th. So this is sort of like the second half of the original E3 press conferences. And then on this Sunday, we have Ubisoft Forward, which will be the big Ubisoft thing, because it's in the title. That's July 12th, by the way. In case, you don't live in the US, then Sunday might not be Sunday. And then July 23rd will be the Xbox Games Showcase. So, let's do a little chatting on... Is there anything you guys want to talk about Devolver? Because I was mainly going to focus on Ubisoft and Xbox.
Can I do a rewind of what I stated prior? There is one thing I look forward to this year, and that is the Devolver Digital Direct. Check a look.
The continuing story.
Check a look.
Other than that, I think they teased a trailer of a new Shadow Warrior title, which is interesting. I'm kind of excited
Shadow
for that.
Warrior 3.
Other than that, I don't think there's really been any teasers of anything else for them, so it should be a good show, regardless of any gaming content.
I was going to say, they could release 0 games, and I would still probably like their conference. Anywho, let's talk about Ubisoft. We're gonna play. Well, first, excited for anything in particular
At
Are you guys excited
Ubisoft?
for anything? Yeah. If not, I got a little thing coming up. If you would rather do that, we're gonna play a little quick.
Maybe
game.
Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs. Ooh, you want to play the old lady?
Yeah. I'm a
Nice.
closet
Old
Watch
lady
Dogs
simulator.
fan.
Do you have Watch Dogs 2? It's on sale. It's like $10, isn't it?
I saw it this morning. I was actually thinking about picking it up because I haven't played it. I've only played the first one.
There you go.
I guess I'm curious about what they're gonna do if Assassin's Creed Valhalla is what it's called, right?
Yes. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Curious about what? What it's gonna look like?
If they're gonna change up the gameplay at all, since you're doing Viking stuff rather than typical assassin stuff.
What if they put Thumes in it?
Thumes, maybe.
What is
They'll
Thumes?
announce the cross collaboration with Bethesda.
I like it.
Thume is the dragon voice, Tristan.
Exactly.
Only the Dovahkiin
Oh,
can,
exactly.
I see.
muster.
I see.
Other than the dragons themselves, of course, because it's their language.
Did you even play Skyrim, Tristan? Did you
I
even
guess
play
not.
Todd's masterpiece?
No, he didn't master his Thume.
All right, Tristan's never played it.
Available on 17 platforms.
I was going to say, Tristan hasn't played it. Todd just heard that. Coming out on PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Check
No,
that
no,
off
I'll
the
play.
list. We just mentioned Todd Howard.
All
Future
right.
Tristan.
I'll cover for Tristan. Tristan just never played the main quest, which is understandable.
Yeah. I thought it was just
anyway.
a crafting game.
gotta get-
Here's one more thing
Okay.
I'm excited about from Ubisoft Forward. The new Rainbow Six Siege content. I feel like we're at the
You're
cusp.
stealing content from my game.
Huh?
You're stealing content from my quick game.
Well, you said talk first. I can just cancel all that if you want me to.
No, you can go for it.
I think
Sorry.
I feel like Rainbow Six Siege is at the cusp of going from a class-based shooter to a shooter MOBA. There are so many characters in there now, so many operators, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. I'm actually waiting to get back into it. Maybe I'll wait for a couple more operators to get back in there, and then I can hit up ranked.
Hit up ranked. I like it. All right. Are you ready for the mini game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hit us with the game.
It's very easy. It's just, will we see this game at Ubisoft Forward? And some of these are freebies. Because if you watch the preview trailer for a press conference, they were in it. So, first one, Rainbow Six Siege.
Wait, do you know the answers, or is this like a betting game?
No, this is like a betting thing almost. I can calculate it later
Yes.
if you want.
Yeah, I feel it's possible. It's kind of their big money maker right now.
I didn't watch their trailer, by the way, so I haven't
All
cheated.
right.
I didn't
Assassin's
either.
Creed Valhalla.
Yes.
Very likely, yeah.
All right. I said some of them are freebies. This is like the what's the middle space on a bingo? Free space?
Free
Free
space.
space.
The G.
Yeah.
The N space. BIN.
Were you about to say the cheese spot?
No.
It's free. It's free.
Okay.
It's free. Anywho, Gods and Monsters.
I don't even know what that game is.
Yeah, I'm not remembering what that title is. I'm going with no.
Tristan, do you have an answer?
I'll go with yes to keep it exciting.
All right. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I want to answer yes.
Oh, I want to say yes too. I feel like that's the only real fun game that they have.
You guys are betting with your hearts right now. I love it.
Yeah,
you guys
they
just
have
want to
to.
see it.
I
You just
go
want to
with
see
yes.
it.
They
You
need to
just
show
wanna
that
see
game.
it. Any Rabbids game, whether it's another Mario crossover, or if it's own Rabbids game.
No,
Nah.
I think they're shelving them for now.
Nah, they're over that.
All right. This one might be a freebie. Just Dance?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's an absolute. They make one every single year.
Bonus bet. How many consoles will it be launched on?
And will it be Wii? Huh.
No, I think they said they won't do.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think the last one
unless
was
they
the last
said
Wii
this
title.
upcoming one was the last one. Let's go with
I can't
4.
remember.
4 consoles. I think you're already wrong, but okay.
Wait, no.
You said 4. I'm sorry, Alex.
I'm going with 6.
6 I like that bet. That's a
Mhm.
good bet. All right. Watch Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Skull and Bones.
Was that game not out yet?
Dude, that thing got delayed twice.
Oh, no.
People think it got canned.
I keep confusing with Sea of Thieves.
Same.
I'm going with no on that one.
I'll go with yes.
All right. Oh, I like the spicy.
Are we even keeping track of this?
Far Cry.
Nah, take a break. New Dawn was a...
After the latest one, I think it's no.
Wait, when did New Dawn come out?
Last year?
Feb 14 last year. Okay, yeah. All right. Splinter Cell.
No way.
Bet with your heart, Tristan. Or that was a brain bet right there.
Yeah, that was a
with
brain bet.
brain.
I don't think so.
No, I'm just going to go wild and say yes.
I'm giving double points for that one.
I think I just want to see a new Splinter
I'm
Cell
giving
more
double
than
points
anything.
for betting with your heart, Alex, on that one. I got new Tom Clancy game.
Sure.
Sure. Even after, the last one, Wildlands got didn't it get a 50 on Metacritic?
What is
It
did
Wildlands?
It did very poorly. It was it's hard to describe. It was kind of like a Tom Clancy's Division style game, but even worse.
Let me find which one.
Yeah, he'll
Breakpoint. Sorry, Breakpoint.
he'll make one. He'll pump one out.
He'll
I
make a
think-
new book real fast.
What do you think? So you say no. Alex, what do you think?
No, I said yes.
Oh, you said
Yes.
yes. Okay. Alex?
I'm going no. I think they're just going to go all in on Siege. And then
Yeah, and
work
spoiler alert, I
longer
think
on the
they
new one.
said that the last one did so badly they wanted to take a step back and reanalyze what the series is. So,
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think I remember that too.
I think we had that 10 episodes ago. I think we covered that. Anywho, Tomb Raider. Ooh, Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider?
Could there be an... Yeah.
From
that one?
Ubisoft?
Isn't it Square Enix?
Yeah, that's Square's thing.
Oh. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Put some no on there. Put some no on there.
Big boy slipping.
Uh-oh. The real one.
Couldn't pass that one off.
Rayman.
Rayman.
My heart says yes.
Oh, I like it.
You know, for a new gen of consoles, I'm going with yes. I think they'll do one.
Ooh. 2D or 3D?
2D.
Yeah,
I mean,
they'll do a 2D style.
Does Origins count as a 2D or a 3D? Like, you mean 2D movement or 3D?
3D movement.
Oh, no way. No, 2D.
2D movement, yeah.
Okay.
I think 3D movement was kind of meme for a lot of things, like Pac-Man and Rayman. So I think they'll stay with the 2D.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, do not play the 3D
There's
Pac-Man.
a 3D Pac-Man.
It was like Pac-Man World or something.
Oh,
it was
gosh.
a really weird title.
Anywho, last one. Prince of Persia reboot.
The reboot of the reboot?
Wasn't the one back in 2008? Wasn't that the reboot?
I didn't
So this would be the
I didn't even
reboot
know there was a
reboot?
reboot.
Yeah, there was a reboot at some point. I can't remember when it came out, though. It was a long time ago. I think it was 360 era.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just gonna say no because based on the amount of
Yeah.
stuff I said yes to, it's already way too many games.
Yeah, I think Ubisoft, they stick to the things that work, so I'm going with no.
You're going with no. Dang. I kind of see. I feel like it follows a similar spot that Assassin's Creed kind of does a little bit.
Unless they went crazy and they did like a God of War style Assassin's Creed reboot, then
What if they went
not
Prince
Assassin's
of
Creed.
Persia
Sorry,
reboot?
Prince of Persia
Oh, that would
as
be
like a God of
good.
War style game. I think
That'd
that
be good.
might have some kind of traction. But
Or
unless
if they did
do
it
that, I
like
don't
Dishonored
see that.
style. Ooh, that would be interesting.
No, they want to make it first person.
Yeah, first person though. I think a large part of it's the parkour, and I think that works better when you're third person.
That's
personally.
true.
So yeah.
Okay. We'll see. Well, maybe I'll calculate it. I don't know. This was for fun.
Did you even note it down? How are you gonna...
I could listen
It's all
to this,
in his
man.
head.
It's recorded. It's recorded. We're all good here. We're gonna talk about. Let's see how much. What are we looking at time wise? We're getting close. Let's talk about Xbox real quick. We're not gonna go through a bunch of series because Xbox has a lot of series. So this is essentially the last big conference of the summer. Other than I guess Summer of Games is highlighting Gamescom as a big thing. So maybe it'll have a bunch of stuff, but Looking forward to anything from the Microsoft. Any world exclusives?
Halo, Forza, Gears.
You're looking forward to those?
Gears Funko 2.
Oh, did Funko 1 even come out?
I think it did. I thought it was a mobile game or something.
Have.
I think it is.
I just like
the
matte texture of the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, no sheen at all.
I want to ask right now, because last year, Xbox was full of Japanese games, right? They had Phantasy Star Online 2. A couple years ago, they did Jump Force. They did Devil May Cry 5, right?
Tales of Arise.
Exactly. Is this a year that we see, a more Because what was it called? The New Game
Plus
conference? Was that what it was called? Next game play or something?
Future game? I know
Future game.
Is it Future game?
It was it may not have been Future, but it was like 2 weeks ago. There was a conference that was focused primarily on Japanese developers, and there were some cool games, but there were none of the big studios at that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was more of an indie
they're
event,
holding their stuff. They're holding their cards close. Could we see them here for the first time? Maybe.
I'm calling it. This is a wild bet.
All right.
Final Fantasy 16 teaser. They don't show it at Sony. They don't show it at Square Enix. They drop it here. I mean,
is Square Enix having a thing this year? Did they say? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, but July 14th is the Stadia Connect conference.
Oh, I can't believe we didn't put that in our news list.
Make sure to show up for that one.
Yeah, Square's not doing anything. So, eyes emoji. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, based on what I'm seeing, there is no Square Enix conference happening.
Oh.
You might be thinking of the live letter that's coming out for Final Fantasy 14 soon.
So nothing from Square Enix. I think I got some stuff planned.
Wink, wink, eyebrow movement. FF16.
What about Atlas? Atlas showing up, showing something.
Maybe
shut that down.
Maybe an SMT.
Shut it down. Stop talking. Next.
I want to watch this live with Tristan, and as soon as it shows up, he's like, turning it off. I'm done. Also, random complaint, and I don't know if you get, why are they holding all these conferences, Friday at 10 in the morning?
Nobody has work, right?
Apparently, no, but I mean, I realize now that they're not doing an E3, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can plan it on, a time that's friendly to Europeans and Asians and Americans, right?
Yep.
But why can't you do it on a weekend? Or everyone can watch it live.
Shrug?
I don't know.
I'm not Jeff.
I'm just annoyed because I think the only person who's done it on a weekend is going to be Ubisoft this coming Sunday. Is the only place who will do their conference on a weekend.
I'm not the mastermind, Jeff Keighley.
It's true. Or are you? Have we ever seen Tristan Jung and Jeff Keighley in the same place?
Kind of. I mean, we watched TGAs together? Question mark.
Who did? That could be pre-recorded.
I was only ever staring in one direction, so you could have moved in that time.
Yeah. Anyways, random last questions. Are we going to see a price tag of the new Xbox?
Wait, I feel like this is this whole, conspiracy theory that you've been having for the past year.
What?
Who's going to bring out the price first? How much it's going to be, depending on who brings out the price first?
Oh, I don't think we're going to get one.
You
My
don't think
personal
so?
opinion, we're not going to get one. No.
Are they just going to launch it day of?
They're waiting for Sony.
Oh,
they want to one-up them
God.
on the price.
Yeah.
Because, they lost the last generation, pretty badly, right? The last console generation. So they got to beat them on price. They also got to beat them on games, but, beating them by price also helps.
World's most powerful console isn't going to cut it.
Exactly. Anyways, are we going to see a price?
No.
Shrug. I don't know.
Are we going to see a launch date?
Did we see a launch date with PSV? I forget.
No, we didn't. We didn't get anything. We saw pictures of Seto Kaiba's new outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like no to both.
I feel like we might get a launch date. I feel like we're going to get a launch date.
Yeah, it feels like we're far enough into the year where they are possibly going to tell us a launch date. Or at least a quarter.
This holiday does not count as a launch date. We need an official day.
Like a day. So a launch month doesn't count.
or launch window doesn't count.
I feel like we might get a launch month. December 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel like November. I feel like both consoles are targeting November, right before Black Friday. That's what I'm thinking. You know, parents got to do the Christmas shopping early, go home. There's Paul sitting on the couch, and what do you pull out? The world's most powerful console.
Man, that's going to be a dangerous Black Friday if that's the case. Yeah,
people running through COVID patients. Get out of my way!
I need the world's most powerful console.
I need the weird Seto Kaiba outfit PSV. It's gonna be crazy. All right, last story. We got to move on.
Can you stack Xbox Series X's? Is that a thing?
I think you can.
It's a box.
It's a box, so I think this one actually can be stacked on top of each other. What if they
daisy chain them together?
Oh my god.
To become even more powerful?
Like a GPU farm?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bit farming.
Can't do that with PSV.
No, it's not symmetrical enough.
They thought about it.
Exactly.
It's a attack vector, so they built it against it.
They have like a file cabinet with like attack plans, and they're like plan yellow. Psh, stack the console.
Yeah, and they're like, nope, we gotta protect ourselves against that.
This is going in the viewport dumbest ideas at the end of the year show. Stack the consoles
for more power.
Exactly. Anywho, last one. We're gonna end it on Microsoft. You guys know Mixer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not doing so. It's not feeling so good.
It's okay. So I'm gonna jump right into the question. But it's shutting down. That's the news. This month. Do you think this is an attempt to sort of start on a clean slate for Xbox's next gen? And by that, Mixer is shutting down on July 22nd.
Yeah.
And the Xbox press conference is on July 23rd.
Oh. Like they're gonna announce Mixer 2?
A Mixer reborn.
Mixing bowl.
Mixer, but with the Roman numeral 2 as the I. Mixer.
They're gonna call one of the features, and with new jungle juice, you can party with all of your friends.
That's actually a new take I haven't heard before. Wait, is your take that they're gonna announce something new?
No, that they just want to, Mixer's been something everyone's made fun of, right? As soon as they bought all those streamers, they're like, haha, Mixer's desperate, they're just spending money.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, they've been promoting it so long, and Mixer's kind of associated with the Xbox One era,
yep.
Right? That they just kind of want to wipe that clean, right? And they're just like, shut it down, and then the next day we announce Xbox Series X,
yep.
And like sort of the coming of a new generation, and we just sort of, put Mixer in the past. Like, forget that ever happened.
I have a question. Does this mean... were there any news reports of Series X supporting Facebook gaming out of the box?
I haven't seen that, no. I mean, we don't know anything about this console.
I'm scared this console is going to be Facebook partnered.
Ooh. Ooh, I like the hot take. I'm with
Alex on this one. I'm a little,
Yeah, I don't like how that feels.
Microsoft and Facebook could be dangerous.
Partnering up. They're like the Suicide Squad. to take down
Jared Leto.
I like how you had to go there. That was like the most apt metaphor for this.
What are we,
some
sort of Suicide Squad?
Oh, God. Anyways, I don't know if you guys ever use Mixer. That doesn't matter. What do you guys think of Twitch, right? We have YouTube gaming. We have Facebook gaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Twitch, if it were to be the only streaming platform, like, does it provide enough? Do you like the experience that Twitch gives? Because I feel like it definitely has most of the market share right now.
Oh, yeah, I think that's without question. I think it provides entertainment for just about anybody at this point, not just gaming, but people just want to watch people talking to other people or having parties, or
people who want to fap,
yeah, basically
content for that.
But yeah, I don't know, because there's some policies on Twitch that they definitely are inconsistent in enforcing and things like that. They've definitely had a history of having weird I want to say biases towards certain people.
Yeah, where's Doc?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the info?
Hold on, Tristan. Next episode, okay?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that a new streaming platform would solve it. But I could see them possibly, rolling with Albert's idea. They'll make a new streaming experience that we haven't even thought of before as part of this Series X, the whole next generation of gaming.
Oh, a brand new streaming experience.
Yes. Microsoft, I think they have the minds to at least dream up something that they see as the ultimate streaming experience.
What if you can use like Microsoft HoloLens and be like you're in VR chat, but it's projected in your house?
Wait, I thought like Oculus did that already, didn't it?
Another step forward for the Suicide Squad.
Oh my god, the partner.
Oh man, it could be like stream and chill. You're like HoloLensing next to the person on the couch.
Yeah, you're on your Facebook home timeline, chilling with your friends.
This is like a funny comic where meanwhile the camera pans over to Nintendo and it's some guy having to talk into his phone just to get voice chat to work.
Searching for the Ethernet port on his console.
My friend code is 4803. I actually had... Oh god, I had a comment about this. What were we asking? What was the initial question that kicked us off? Something about Facebook? Something about Microsoft?
I was just asking what you guys think of Twitch and Facebook and...
My take on Twitch is that there's like this network effect. A lot of the streamers that I watch are on Twitch. And if they're not on Twitch, I gotta be like bothered to go check some other streaming service. And I hate doing that. So I think
that's like me when I see a cool game and then it says Epic Game Store at the end.
So it's like unless they can somehow take like the majority of the streamers that I watch all at once, I think it'll be very hard.
They tried.
Well, they
took the two best.
They didn't take Doc, so
he took himself out.
Yeah, now Doc can't be reached anywhere. So okay, listeners, I don't actually like Dr. Disrespect. This is a bit. I'm playing a character called the Dr. Disrespect fan. Just like Dr. Disrespect plays a character.
Persona for this character?
Yeah. He plays a persona. I play a persona. It's all fake.
I play
Alex
Persona
plays
too.
Persona. It's all linked together. Alright guys, that does it for episode 52 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is part of Viewport Gaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, features, and podcasts. You can find all Viewport Gaming content at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Tristan, and as always, I've been your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jong.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.